Hi, my name is Matt and I'm the owner of MC Fitness. We provide personal training, sports massage and group exercise classes. The event that I'm doing is the Robin Hood Half Marathon. The main reason is to raise money for Cancer Research UK. It's a well-known charity. I think I can speak for most people where they know someone that has been affected in some way, shape or form by cancer, whether it be directly or know someone personally who has been affected. So it's a very close to home subject for me. My mum has been suffering with breast cancer for many years. My nonna suffered with it. Unfortunately, she lost her battle with it. So it's kind of her drive and willpower and mental strength, which kind of drives me on a daily basis. As a whole, the technology and the research is developing each day, and the treatments available have been absolutely fantastic. But there is more to be done, and I'm confident in the future that there will be a cure. It's not if, it's when, and that's why it's important to keep raising money for these amazing charities. Whether it's give £1 or a few pennies to these charities, it all makes a difference. It's been tough. It's been tough psychologically pushing through the barriers really when you're on a run, and I've always found my longer runs that I always hit a barrier 3 miles in. So put this into perspective, I've got 13 miles to do. I hit a barrier at the 3 mile point, which is really strange because I know I'm fit enough to do the 13 miles, but at the 3 mile point, for some reason, my body's just telling me, stop. Just stop. You just got to push through that time and time again. I know for a fact if I get past that 3 mile point, I can do it. And I'd say that I've always been very driven. I've always liked to set myself challenges. So I think it was time to set a challenge for myself. I have been watching a YouTuber called Nick Bear, who has kind of transitioned from bodybuilding style training into more endurance events. So he's done, let's say, half marathons, progressive marathons, Ironmans. I think he's done Leadville 100, which is 100 miles, which is absolutely ridiculous. So that's kind of the direction that I want to challenge myself to do, really. I'll get on the track, I'll do a mixture of road running, trail running, try and kind of hit every aspect of training in order to build my fitness up for this half marathon. It's been a mix of resistance training, so gym based, so it can be a mix of strength and endurance. So a mixture of compound lifts, isolation exercises, stuff like that. And also it's been a split of pull, so back, biceps and traps. Push, so chest, shoulders, triceps, and then legs. So I'll do that, push, pull, legs, rest, push, pull, legs, and then I'll do my cardiovascular elements, so running. I'll do a mixture of rower, cross trainer, all round sort of cardiovascular training. If someone was to aim to train for a marathon, I'd say gradually build things up. When I'm talking gradually, I'm talking really slowly. Because if you increase your training intensity and volume too quickly, you will get injured. Talking from experience, really. I was doing a track session one day, did a couple of sprints, and I felt incredible tightness in both calves. So initially I thought it was cramp. So I decided to stretch them off. Did a couple of more sprints, wasn't helping, so I had to stop the session there. Went home, decided to rest up for a couple of days. They weren't getting better. So I found out that I'd strained both calves, and looking into the recovery, researching the recovery methods, it can take 4 to 6 weeks minimum. So I was really worried that I've done all this training and it's really set me back on that. But luckily, made sure I rested fully, did some developmental stretching when it was appropriate, when the muscle had fully recovered, and hopefully, touch wood, I am 99% of the way recovered now. That 1% is probably psychological, thinking I'm this close to the event that I don't want to do this again. Push yourself to a point, stick to a plan, but don't overdo things. And this has always been my issue. I always want to keep pushing further and further and further. Sometimes I do veer off plan and get injured. But again, that's one of my flaws that I need to really work on for future training events, really. Stick to the plan, unlike me, pretty much. Stick to the plan, work hard, make sure you're psychologically prepared. And really the only way you can do that is to keep pushing through them boundaries, essentially, them barriers, them psychological barriers, where you get to the point in your training where you think, yeah, I don't want to do anymore. You've just got to push through. If you've got a target of 10K, do it. Unless you've really feeling an injury, then you've just got to keep going, because really that's where your body starts to develop and grow from them struggles.